Okay, so what do I want to fix? I was sort of one of the questions you had in there, and I thought I want to improve comprehension. I want to increase engagement. Those are kind of the two things that I'm looking at doing. I want higher grades and I want better understanding. I mean, these are things like, okay, I'm asking for a lot. I realize I want a lot, but I thought, let's see what we can do. So, so how can I achieve this? And so, faced with this problem, I thought, is there a correlation between the amount of time they spend on CengageNOW and performance? I mean, does one beget the other? Do I need one in order to make this happen? So I thought, let me go back and take a look at my spring data and compare it with my fall data. And the fall data is a little misleading because we're not finished yet with the semester. So went to the data. So what I was looking at was grades, like their performance in the class, the amount of time that they spent on CengageNOW. And so I think I've got another slide. So this was spring, this was fall, but again, fall's a little crazy though because I've got the laggards. I've got those down here. We're not there yet. I've still got another 2 weeks. Both my classes are 8-week accelerated, so I do a 1A and a 1B, a financial and managerial, so they can get the full semester. But it's really a tough pace. We're having to really kind of move quickly. So the ones that are kind of lagging, towards the end, I can kind of scoop them up a little bit. So the data doesn't always represent that. You're seeing sort of similarities. So in the spring, they'd spent 1,200 hours. What I did is when I moved to the 14th edition, I've changed again my class. I'm always tweaking. I'm always looking for the perfect pot roast. So I don't think I'm ever going to find the perfect pot roast. I should just stop and go with the pot roast. But once again, I've changed what I'm doing. I've added in more homework questions. I do a variety of I've got a little bit of everything in there. But I really like the idea about the practice exercises, thinking of switching to doing more of that, doing that before they come to class. But what I've also switched to now is doing all problem-based tests. My quiz is problem-based. It's one question, it's algorithmic, and it stems from my strong dislike for cheating and trying to circumvent that, and I feel like I'm always sort of chasing that tail. So anyway, so hours are about the same, but interesting because the hours are about the same, and I still have 2 more weeks to go. So we're spending a lot more time on there. I am seeing the engagement. I see it in the class, and maybe it doesn't always translate to the numbers. So equivalent number of students, more time is spent in CNOW, more students are now passing. And so I can see that just by the questions they're asking in the classroom. They are more engaged. Doesn't show in the data. I can see by the on their test, because I've gone to, they just get blank sheets of paper. They get a bunch of problems. They're going to get 10 problems, and that they're able to craft and answer those questions instead of bubbling in those multiple choice makes me really, really happy that they're getting it. So what does this mean going forward? It means, I may not be there yet, but I'm closer than I was yesterday. And so I just want to kind of keep moving towards that target and keep trying to engage them, improve their comprehension. Part of what I struggle with too is at least 70% of my students are business students, they're not accounting students. And I understand that they're never going to do a debit and credit again once they're done with me. And so there's some pedagogy involved in that, or really how much detail do they need to know? And yet that's a conversation for another day, because I know that's sort of philosophical and just basic accounting classes. But this is the structure we have. I'm going to work within this framework, so let's get them as close as we can to a really solid understanding. So summary of my final recipe is increase the number of assigned homework problems utilizing, I use the Show Me Hows are godsend. I think they're just fantastic. Teach students to utilize the adaptive feedback feature in the homework problems. And that led to my question where I really need to remember to tell them about that. Exams, quizzes are all plain paper experience. I'm a believer in using those adaptive study plans. I love the study guides to learn the material because they don't want to read the chapter. But if I can give them this little bit, and I shouldn't say don't want to, it's a matter of time and fitting in with everything else they have going on, so it's difficult. But if they could take a study guide on just spend a couple hours on a Saturday. We want small bits now, right? Our attention spans shrunk considerably. The last thing, I've been playing, I think Matt knows this, because I've been playing around with Twitter for years, and I come and go and come and go. Well, I think I'm back again. So I think in the spring I'm going to start using Twitter again, where I'm going to throw out random extra credit. and first person respond back is going to get it. But I do a lot of retweeting of business articles, so it's not just accounting. I want them to know what's going on in the world and what's happening in business. I don't go political; it's all business related stuff, and so that'll kind of drive them there as well. Again, part of engagement.